Well, good morning, afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentle people. We are back straight away for game number 2. My voice hasn't even had a chance to get some back after that ridiculously hyped game from those last two teams, from Team Kickit and Hale. Whew. Well, with that out of the way, we have a very short amount of time to hopefully introduce our two next teams coming up for you tonight. So, there will be SGN Bucks versus 1620 Kings Academy team. So, the SGN Bucks. The SGN Bucks, well, they're new. This team itself is new, but their organization is not Sanguine Gaming Network, or I've probably said that wrong, but they are an organization that encompasses quite a few teams. They have Hydra, they've got Panthers, Phoenix, they all play in various brackets. They're a team that really works together and create a lot of organizations. So, that said, these players also have a lot of experience that come through different teams. Okay, the team's ready. Well, okay. I don't even really get to go through the intro. So they've got a lot of different teams. They've got plenty of experience that all encapsulates them. They're coming into this series with 2 wins, 0 losses, a 13-11 win against one of their sister teams of Hydra, and a 15-13 win against the Stormbats, which we saw a couple nights ago. Over on the side of 1620 Kings Academy, if they can get a win here tonight, they can make their way from the 33rd position on the ladder, because unfortunately they have lost their 2 games, up into 9th, because they'll be beating a higher ranked team, like a really high ranked team. They get extra ELO points, which will pull them up to the rank, which means for SGN, if they lose this match, they could fall from their current position of, where are they? They are 5th on the ladder. If they lose this match, they could fall from 5th to down about 15th, 16th place. So they'll lose a huge chunk of places. But 1620 Kings Academy, similar to their opponents, they also have a sister team, which is the parent team you'll see up in the other brackets. And a lot of these players also have had a lot of experience in other teams. Unfortunately, we can't go into that. We might go into it halftime. We get a technical pause. We'll come back and talk about these players. But right now, we're already in game. We're done. We're dusted. These teams aren't waiting around. So let's jump on in it as we go to Ascent. So we have the rosters are locked in. Over on the side of 1620 Kings, they are going to be running that Sky with the Jet. So they'll be your 2 kind of leading fraggers into the site, unless they want to play Crimson a little bit more of a defending character and just as a scout. But speaking of scout, they have a lot of capability to scout their opponents. They got the Trailblazer, they've got that Sova Dart, so they're going to be able to continually grab a lot of information from their opponents. You have that Astra that will be looking at seeing that either the lurk roll or that utility, as you see with a lot of Omens, and then finally that Killjoy to walk and anchor down the site here on B. Their opponents, well, you're going to see the Sova and Jet, 2 very similar compositions, very capable lineup that you see in most teams. It's when you don't see them, you start to think about what they're trying to play with, what their composition's trying to achieve. And then you've got your Omen, similar role as the Astra, is going to be a smoker and trying to enable your team to get on site, going to be rotating around the back of the sites. Ooh, I just seen my, up the top. Oh my god. Sorry. This is what happens when you get rushed into the next game. I apologize. Chat, we're just going to fix up 1620 Kings' little overlay. 1620 Kings, don't start a fight before I fix this up.
Scanning ahead.
There we go.
Found them.
Okay, so great Sova Dart is able to find 4 heroes currently into the garage. That allows Black Rising to come on in and support the crossfire. He even gets himself a kill. And Hina gets a kill with the darts. They're shocking their opponents into submission as Hina tries to get the shot. He does, finds one. He runs out of ammo, but VDKA has got plenty of bullets left in that round to deal with him. But this leaves the SGN Bucks with a man advantage now as they start collapsing here on the B site. VDK and Scythe, the last 2 standing, remaining, defending this bomb site. They hear the wall go up, Scythe peeks around the corner, allowing VDK to get a little bit of a chance of opportunity, but he can't capitalize. And unfortunately, neither can Scythe. And we see the first round going towards the Bucks. And they're going to be pulling... Where are they putting that defuse on? They put the defuse towards Itron. So instead of kind of pushing towards the ultimate towards one person, they're kind of keeping an equilibrium within the team, except for Hina. Hina's got the 3. Whew. Doing quite well there with that 3 ultimate charges moving towards that Hunter's Fury. So as I was mentioning, it's sometimes you usually want to stack the ultimates because the ultimates will give you advantages per round, but if they're keeping an equilibrium, they're kind of looking forward towards these big boom rounds where all your ultimates come online. You pretty much guarantee yourself to win the round if you utilize those ultimates. And VDKA is going to be having a little peek around at the same time with Saber. They're not going to find anything as of yet. The wall goes down, it's going to be broken. HK doesn't want to have to deal with that if they try and push this site. Cool guy though. Sorry, RJ the cool guy. He's going to find himself a kill on Scythe. But he's not cool right now, he's on fire. Find himself the opening frag of the round here in this match.
Swarm grenade out.
He's now Black Rising trying to find the kill with the Marshal. He gets a shot on the side, he gets another chest shot.
Spike down.
And that will be enough to clean up Saber. The spike is down, it gets picked up. Black Rising, they're both jiggle peeking him, hoping that they can do something. He relocates, almost catching Crimson off guard. He has to start to reload. He picks one bullet in, finds the kill, he gets another bullet. Yeah, he's got
one enemy
there we
remaining.
go, there's the 3rd. And now he's going to be faced with the hell. He's Nightmare of Itron holding around that corner. Oof, what a match. So, Black Rising already starting off strong. 4 kills, 1 death. Marshall out and about. Bucks not having to waste much weaponry here. They're going to be continuing coming into this 3rd round with almost a full loadout. HK looks like he brought up a little bit because his funds has depleted. But the full firepower this time from 1620 Kings will now be coming online. What? How? Not just what, how can they utilize this advantage that they now have? Crimson's decided to back off from the B site. This time you got the stage. He's rotated over to use the wall over the B. As they've moved Hina. Oh no, I'm losing my voice. So they've moved Hina over to the A side. And he's going to be prepared. He's going to be able to keep an eye down here. This might catch 1620 Kings off guard. Because they've been seeing that Hina's been playing towards that B and mid a few more times. But if they saw the wall, which I think Saber did, they might know that there has been a rotation coming out. So they can be prepared for any shock darts or recon bolts. And mid, Saber finds himself a kill. But Black Rising continually finding kills time and time again with that Marshal. Hina is taking a lot of issues down mid. Great recon dart. He gets another shot to the chest. The Marshal on this man is just too strong. He loses his ally down below him, leaving Itron all alone.
Planted.
As Itron, he hears the noise. He heard the jump up. He knows they're playing around Generate, but that's only one person. He doesn't know where the second one is. He gets it. He sees it. He does not find it as Saber gets the 4th for the round, and that's what the firepower does to you. But that is 4 people dead. That is an economy that's going to struggle to try and buy up this round. Do they just decide it's not worth it? Do they just go 1 Vandal and the rest at pistols?
Bot coming back.
1620 Kings able to get a round, but at what cost? And it looks like Scythe says, hey, if you are going to grab a Marshal, I too want a Marshal and fight you one-on-one for this. BDKA is hoping from someone for a pre-fire. This time they've rotated the wall over to the A site, locking it off. And we hear Black Rising. He's used his daggers, but he's holding his knife out. So if he does find a head, he's not going to be able to capitalize on that straight away. Which is a little interesting there. He's playing a little bit more defensively because that knife gives you that more movement speed. So that allows him to go a little bit higher, a little bit further, and a little bit more knowledge. Instead of being aggressive with those knives out trying to find a head at anyone that does decide to come down into his alley. Ooh. You can see Black Rising's little silhouette through that wall, almost finding the way into Saber's vision. 1620 Kings are taking their time here. They're
You
not
are
forcing anything.
divided.
They've got a lockdown ready. The astral divide's now being used across both sides. So they're not quite sure where it is. The paranoia comes out. It's going to display and destroy the push coming in from archers. RJ's here. He's ready. He sees one pick. He sees the second pick, but he can't deal with it. Ryson, he's here. He's got the
30
daggers.
seconds
Can he find the kills? He finds one. Then walks into the crossfire. Get
down
down,
A.
Mr. President,
One
he
enemy
says.
remaining.
Leaving Saber all alone or alive. The recon ball comes out. Here will clean it up, and that's the round for the Bucks. It was almost an expected round because 1620 Kings Academy did not have the firepower. Because they lost so many people in that third round, they had to go for a little bit of a save so they could all pick up this round. And you can see it, their economy's hurting. Regen's going to be able to pick up a little bit of a weapon here shortly, but if they lose this round again, it could easily fall into a 3-round streak for the Bucks. And so that's what they're going to try and stop here. They're going to try and hold that off as the Bucks will have to put up what looks to be a B-side hit. This time they've rotated here and around. Bucks are continually rotating their agents across the map. They're leaving kind of RJ into a single position. It seems he's most comfortable here watching over mid. But Itron and Hina are constantly taking turns, switching sites, playing with their opponent's minds, so you're not always suspecting what utility is coming on up. And I don't think they've scouted Itron's wall over the A side, so they might not yet know what they've got coming for them. Actually, the recon dart's been used. They should know that Hina's over here. I take that back. And the lockdown's being used as they now start to engage onto the side. Black Rising, he wants to find a kill, and he also wants to get on out of it at the same time. He does get a kill. He's searching for a second one. He gets it. He's stuck, but he's able to retreat.
Turret destroyed.
He finds 2, and then the lockdown doesn't really get him anything. The spike is still stuck here in Garage. Kings Academy are unable to find anything at the moment. Crimson gets killed from HK coming from the pizza, markets. And now HK gets the second for the round. Itron was already on the wrap. There was nowhere to go for 1620 Kings Academy there, and now their funding, it's out. They've got Team Rocket level of funding. Underfunded, underpowered, and most likely about to get beat down by Ash and the co. It's round 6 here. Looking a bit difficult for Kings Academy. We saw this in the last match. It's no room to worry. We saw how one team, Hale, was able to come back from a pretty large deficit to bring it back into a pretty slugfest fight for that second half. And this is another defensive sided map. It's about 53 or 54% defender sided in the Oceanic region. Ooh, Saber, he peeks through, he can't find the kill, oh no! He goes on down, the paranoia's getting prepared. Itron is going to deal with one, he deals with a, does not deal with the second one, the paranoia comes out a little bit late, but is able to find one still. Second, third, RJ got his utility out, but unable to be capitalized upon. Crimson misses the shots. He shoots HK in the leg. Or at least attempts it. HK gets away with it, he's going to keep his armor for the next round. Expected round loss because they were on an eco. Now, this is do or die for 1620 Kings. This is where they need to stem the bleeding because they have had a major artery taken out. They need to get some bandages. They need to wrap that back up and come back into this fight. Otherwise, the Bucks are going to run away with this. They've got 2 utility ults available for them. They've got the Seekers and the Hunter's Fury. What can they do with that? Ultimate Orb picked up by the Astra, moving ever so much closer to getting that Cosmic Divide. Saber, he knows someone's been playing up onto that little jump peak spot. Be careful there. He's almost reloaded in an awkward location. He does have the help coming from Regen. Now they start making their way towards that A site. Gonna be locked down by RJ. RJ's been doing quite well. He's been timing his paranoids correctly. He hears the Trailblazer. He throws it out. That Trailblazer's not going to find anything. As now he's starting to walk down the side. He gets pushed off the angle because he did get revealed. Leaving Black Rising to find one. Can he find the second one? He doesn't get the flick quite of the trails. And he's being locked down in bottom. They're going to be keeping an eye on him. Can they deal anything with it? You got Itron up top. Black Rising down bottom. He gets dazed. He gets sprayed down. He gets hit with everything that Kings Academy has. And now the Hunter's Fury comes on out. It's going to start trying to lock him down. He's shooting towards tree, but he hasn't found anyone. He's created enough of the site to give him some time, but he can't find the kill. Bucks, they take the round. Oh, my voice. Can't keep up with the action. As now Bucks move ahead and SGN, they lose another crucial round. Saber says, let's force buy this, and then gets scolded and has to retreat back to a Spectre. Which is unfortunate, because you know that they don't want to be in this position. They're struggling to find the kills that they need to stay in these rounds. The Bucks, though, they've come out firing. HK 9-1. This man is ridiculous. He just doesn't want to die. Oh, Bryson, he comes up. He gets another. He's still hunting. He's hunting with the rest of his team. He misses that time. Gets killed. Saber says, well, you're not going to capitalize. I will. And finds himself that kill. But now VDK is the last one standing. He goes down. But the good news for King's Academy, they finally started to remove the weapon from the Bucks. That was their eco round. They were able to take 3 kills. Also pushed them a little bit closer towards that lockdown. Saber's 1 ultimate orb off. So you might see them trying to go down either the A or B and try and control that ultimate orb. A is usually the little bit more of a safer route. B, if you can get it, is usually where the favored site for the lockdown is located. So it really depends on how they want to play this stage. And it looks like they're going to be trying to take control of that B location. They want that ultimate orb and potentially we'll be seeing a lockdown in this round. Saber and Scythe lead the troops up ahead. The recon gets multiple. It's going to get prepared for the shock dust. Shock dust is going to come bouncing on in, doing a little bit of damage to the back line. Getting rid of some of that armor, getting rid of some of that health. Relocate from RJ. Trying to find any information, but it doesn't look like he saw anything. So from the shadows has been wasted. Now, Itron and Cooljar are going to be looking down the middle, trying to make anyone going through mid and grass's life hell. Definitely not going to make it easy for their opponents. That lockdown is available. They were managed to secure it, but he took almost 100 points of damage in armor, or in health. HP throws out another one. He peaks 27. He's going to have to back. He's out. He's retreating. Leaving Black Rice to hold on to his angle or displays through as now Scythe is continuing to push forward. They've got 30 seconds. Great paranoia. Lands onto all 3. Hina getting so much information. They're all in the corner. You see HK. He finds multiple. I look away from one moment and then everyone dies. They were trapped. That was fish in a barrel if I'd ever seen one. That paranoia from RJ completely stopped him dead in the tracks as Bucks just got into position, got all the information, and then just shot those fish. We are coming into the 10th round. King's Academy struggling to find a foothold in this match. The Bucks are running away with it. But great paranoia. What is it with these paranoias? They're always on time. They're always in location for the Bucks to capitalize on it. Regen, he's going to hear noise. To be careful. He hears 2 sets of footsteps. He's waiting. On the other side of the map, everyone's dying and he goes down along with it, but at the back. Side, the last one left, and it's the 4th round for the Bucks. We looked away. HK found all the kills. He's got his lockdown. And that's the 2nd round that King's Academy didn't get their lockdown down. So they were kind of losing a few ultimate charges there. A little bit of efficiency. Most importantly, they're unfortunately losing the rounds. But, once again, this is a defender-sided map. 1620 Kings, they might struggle on offense, but they might bring it back in defense. We saw actually in week 1 of the Amateur League, I believe it was like a 10-2 first half. And we saw it come back around for another 10-2 to go into overtime. So it's not out of the ordinary. Just up to 1620 Kings trying to make that dream happen. But it's very hard to happen when you've lost one already at the start of the match to RJ, a character you don't generally see with an operator, which is that Omen. But I mean, why not at this stage? You've got a huge economical lead. It's going to cause your opponents to be on their toes, especially if you get killed down mid. It kind of makes you wary to go down mid, but Saber with the shot to the head. Itron had no chance as he goes on down. RJ, he's keeping his cool, holding his angle, waiting for the face. He thinks something's going to come on out and he's going to block up the A side and return to his angle. Leaving HK and Black Rice are going to be the ones to deal with this aggression coming out of 16-20 Kings. Remsen, he's got the Seekers available. They got 4 ultimates available. Left. This should be enough for them to get on site. Lockdown, however, is available in the middle of the field. They still haven't used the Seekers yet. The Astral Divide is looking to be used. They're going to get prepared for the Seekers. Seekers going out. Astral Divide hasn't been used. It was just for the smokes. And the Seekers are going to find out the Jet. The Jet quickly flashes away, still being chased away. Gets rid of the Seeker so he doesn't get
10 seconds left.
Or dazed, apologies. And the Spike is down. It's a 4 versus 4 retake here. The smokes are coming on down. Saber's going to be holding into this grudge, waiting for someone to peek on out. Will they check it? However, Black Rice, he goes on up, but he's not going to find anyone as Hina is going to be charging in. Saber, he's waiting, he's holding, he sees the head coming on in, but Hina looked away at the inopportune moment. Regen, he's trying to hold them back, he's shooting the angles, he's giving his team the advantage, and now there's only one person left. Black Rice goes on down, and there's the round that the Kings Academy have been sourcing after for the last 7.
Round in the half.
If they can pick up this 3rd round, this will put them into a good position, a little bit of momentum as they lead into round 12. Oh no, look at that firepower coming from the Bucks. You got an operator, you got an Odin, you got another operator. They that is dirty. The Bucks are coming out with all the strong weapons here. Like Rice didn't go for that pre-fire, wasn't feeling comfortable. Didn't want to give away his location, but even if he does give it away, the opponents surely won't suspect that there's 2 here. He peeks out, he gets the shot, he's out! What a shot! The reflexes on Black Rising. And all of a sudden, Kings Academy, they've lost 2. They've lost another. What? Stop it. Makes me not want to walk away from you, my friend. As RJ's now pushing up. Saber's holding. He's waiting. Cool guy's not going to give him... RJ's not going to give him that opportunity. Smoke goes on down 11. Saber to retreat away from that mid-generator location. I'll start making way there towards...
Get out of my way!
And they're going to hear the Bladestorm used. Hina does have a recon bolt available, but he's got his Odin prepared at the ready.
You should run.
As the lockdown's used, he knows they're about to come through this wall. What's his goal? He's going to get to the back of sight. The Astral Divide coming on out. He's going to reveal that he's still back at sight here. He reveals all of them. Can he get the spray? He comes shooting on through. He finds the one spray into the second. He's getting pulled into the black hole, but couldn't find the kill. Scythe misses, but Saber does not. As Saber gets 1, he almost gets 2. And can he find it? No, he cannot. He will go down. We move into the second round, second half, as Itron has a little bit of a dance.
Switching sides.
This will be 16-20 Kings' round. They have to win. If they do not win this, they lose the second round or they go into a forced buy, which is not where you want to be because you're going to have to go up against your opponents. If you lose that forced buy, the game's over. It hurts. Emotionally, they're struggling. Their momentum is nowhere. But this is a new half. They got 30 seconds to take a breath, take a moment, collect their thoughts,
Going Astro, guys.
and prepare against the onslaught that the Bucks are about to give them. So we move into round 13. Kings Academy taking very defensive positional locations here. They've already started to get a quick move over to the B side. BDK, he heard the rotation, but he's going to still take a few bits of damage. Saber has to try and find a kill on that Jet. The Jet's been locked out, creating a lot of noise. BDK should have seen the one go underneath him. Saber able to capitalize on the headshot, and so does Scythe. This is what the King's Academy have been sorting for. This is what they've been fighting for, and this is what they're collecting. Spike does go down, and there's a little bit of fun going to the Bucks. But they've lost 3 members. Can they find any more? Hit him with the right click. Does not land. Leaving Itron alone. Both 1, 2, 3. Oh my god! Can he do it? Itron! Oh, he tries to avoid it. He saw the peak. He didn't know which way to look. He's going to fight for it. The Jet comes on in. He's fighting in the smoke. Oh no, he runs out of ammo and he goes down. For a moment, Itron looked like he was going to collect the 5k. They're going to give the ultimate orb over to Regen.
You failed.
To keep the momentum of the ultimate orbs or ultimate points in favor of the team instead of an individual, which is a little bit surprising. You might have wanted to put it towards Scythe because you have potentially 3 rounds left in the map. If 3 rounds you lose, you want to at least on that, well, 2 rounds you lose, at least on that 3rd round, that capability of one of your players to have that ultimate up and ready available. But once again, I am a scrub caster. These players are much better than I ever will be. So they're thinking about this on a completely different level than I am. I'm just here to bring you the entertainment and yell at things. And hopefully that yelling brings you entertainment. So Regen. Ooh, that Spectre's not lethal at that range, but the Sheriff is. It's not an engagement you want to take even if you have a Spectre. You want to be taking these short, tight engagements where you can play with your opponent with the movement inaccuracies. Oh, he sees the Jet backed away. BDK finds a kill over his backside. But Black Rice has now opened up the map and found himself a 1-for-1 trade here on this eco round. Itron looks away just as the peak was coming out from Scythe, and Scythe's going to rotate back on point. They're going to move over to the A side, allowing VDK to go into the defensive location as they're now giving up some of the sight. Saber able to hold off the B side and the aggression coming towards it, and we're going to see that they're coming for him as HK takes a few of the shots, unable to land, but keeping Crimson stuck behind that generator. HK just making sure no one is hiding down the angle. Frenzy is not going to kill at this range unless you have some fantastic aim. Crimson, he's all alone. He's got the spare. He's got the one. He didn't get the second one. I feel like he thought he had enough, but in this case it wasn't going to be. That's all falling apart for the Bucks. BDK pops around the corner, finds himself an Omen. There's still 2 here. The HP advantage is in favor of the King's Academy. But 1620 Kings, they're going to go down. Saber, the last one left. Ooh. Going to reveal his position. HK swings wide. Finds himself that one. 1620 Kings Academy, that you thought that would have been their round, but the Bucks able to use the Sheriffs to open the map, to open the stage and take the round. And 1620 Kings Academy. Saber says, we're buying. We're taking this round. We need this round. We don't want to have to try and get 9 collective rounds in a row. We're going to take it now. Give us a 1 round buffer so that we can still pull this back even if we lose a round. They're trying to build that momentum with what weaponry they have. Unfortunately though, this could be the end of them if they don't find this round.
You should run.
Saber peeks around the corner. He might not understand that Black Rice is already onto point. He snuck around. But Saber, he's here for the judge. 1, 2. Can he find the 3rd? He's fighting for it. Yes, he can. 3 and 4. Oh my god. Saber just mowed down the entire Bucks team. He's in the lockdown, however. Black Rice is at 1 and 2. He's finding all the kills himself. He's going to be looking for the 3rd. He shuts it down. Saber cannot find the entire ace, but now Black Rising, he's hunting for it. He's chasing for it. If he wants to win this round, but he can't. Regen takes him with the clean shot to the chest, knocking Rising off his feet. What a round. 1620 Kings Academy. It almost looked done. It almost looked over, but they were able to grab it. Oh my god, Saber with the mowdown of the judge, keeping 1620 Kings Academy alive a little bit longer, keeping their hopes in this match continually flowing. Railbros is coming on out, getting a little bit of knowledge, finds himself 2. Which means they're going to keep an extra player over here, not keeping him on the rotate, not keeping it towards the back of the site, so he's got the quick, speedy capability to rotate the other side, which could work in favor of the Bucks here. The Bucks? They're splitting across the map. They're hoping for a little bit of 1620 Kings Academy to play a game of peekaboo. Oh, but it's not going to happen. Black Rising is trying to get up. The team's waiting for him to land the jump. Black Rising, you're letting us all down. We know you didn't play any surf maps on Counter-Strike. You're just giving it away right now. Or any of the maps on Fortnite. Vodka's got to switch on over to pull that Black Hole helping his team out, but he goes on down, leaving 3 members left. Scythe and Regen, they're spamming through the walls. They're going to be able to get one, but Scythe takes so much damage on the retreat. The smoke coming up, and then the daggers are coming out. Black Rice, and he gets one through the smoke. He's got a refresh, and he's got one person left to go. He finds it, he lines it up, he gets the 4K.
Match point.
And now the match point going in favor of the Bucks. 1620 Kings, they need to find themselves 8 rounds. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a struggle. When you see the Stingers come out and the rough buyers with no armor, oof, it doesn't look favorable. Especially with the way the Bucks are playing at the moment. They're just capitalizing on every advantage. They're playing up in 1620 Kings Academy's face, and there's just not much they can do about it.
Seek out.
Crimson throws out the Seekers. He finds all 3 on the side. He's going to avoid himself an Aldrone. The Aldrone's not going to get any... Ooh, he gets 1 knowledge. But he didn't get anyone else in the tree. Crimson was still able to hide back there. So a little bit of knowledge can sometimes be disadvantage for your team. Especially if you don't expect there to be more players stacked on that site. Now, with that, they're going to retreat back away from the side. And they've already had 1 dead. I think that's HK. Yeah, HK has gone down already. So a good little peek in the middle of the map has been able to secure 1620 Kings a first kill. They haven't found themselves that weapon.
You will not kill my allies.
But as I say that, the resurrection comes. They're not going to punish that because they suspect someone might be watching over that, and Regen doesn't want to give away the strongest weapon here on their team.
Scanning ahead.
Recon Bolt comes on. Ooh, I like that spot. Comes on out. He gets another shot to the head, taking HK again. He says, HK, sit down, shut up, stay out of this map. As he's trying to keep 16 Kings Academy's hopes alive.
30 seconds left.
The HK is not going to be a part of the aggression to try and stop 1620 Kings Academy here. Regen. He does not land. He goes down. One of your big players is gone. There goes the last one. Can they get the spike plant down? They should have enough time. Unfortunately, it's not needed as the Bucks take the final kill, take the final round, and they take the map win. 1620 Kings Academy, unfortunately, they just couldn't find any momentum. And we might see this in the scoreboards with the first buzz because I believe the Bucks just got so many opening frags. And you can see it here. Like, you got 3, 4, 5 opening frags in a 17-round match. That is about 22% of first frags going towards 1620 Kings Academy, while the rest, 75%, going towards the Bucks. And those opening frags is what really decided a lot of those round wins, especially for the Bucks. If they got a kill, the 1620 Kings Academy, they couldn't play from the back foot. It was only really when they found the opening frags for 1620 Kings Academy that they were able to take those rounds. And in the end, 1620 Kings Academy does fall. So that will put 1620 Kings Academy unfortunately lower down on the scoreboard, but for the other side, the other team, the SGN Bucks, they're going to be moving up. I believe, let me have a quick look where they will move up to. They will, amateur bracket. They're currently sitting 5th. If they, with that win, they should be moving up to 4th. So between them and Team Kick It will be a 4th place, kind of very close. So keep your eye out. I wouldn't be surprised if those two teams go up against each other soon, because they're playing at the top of the leaderboards, and a lot of teams like to fight those top of the leaderboard teams. But it was a very strong match, very strong showing from SGN Bucks. Unfortunately for 1620 Kings Academy, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board in this instance. They're not going to take off one of the kings of the ladder. But thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having you all along. Thank you for coming to support the teams, both 1620 Kings Academy and the SGN Bucks. It means a lot to these teams for your support and for the Oceanic region, because that's what it's all about, getting all these players in, getting experience, taste, and also it's a lot of fun. I enjoy casting. I'm glad these players enjoy playing the game. So that's it for me tonight here on this channel. I do not believe anyone else is casting, so we can't even raid anyone else's in the Oceanic region channel. Actually, let's find someone to raid. It might not be someone who's doing any cast for us tonight, but we're going to find someone, because we've got to share the love, right? So let's have a look. Let's go to Valorant and see if there's any other Oceanic streamers that are on that we can send you towards. Because that's what we want to do. OCE. Anyone got OCE tag in it? Oh, actually, we do have a match on tonight. Oh, we do have it on the main channel too. Well, that is actually fantastic. I will send you guys, hopefully, there if I can find it. It says it's on, but I can't find it. Here we go. I found it. Okay, we're raided. I promise you. If you get to this point, we've already raided. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for all your support. Follow if you do want to keep up to date with a lot of more amateur league evolution and also open bracket action. Thanks. Bye for now.
If that's what you want.